Hey, what's good YouTube? It's Icy. I'm back here with another Black Clover mobile video, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 characters that you should go for in the 999 Christmas summons. Now, as you can see in the summon section, we can see that Julius has come, and I hope everybody has had a good summon on him. And we were also gifted a 999 summon, meaning we were able to save one character that we can choose any SSR, since it's a 999 summons. So you're guaranteed to get a character that you want from the original roster. So yeah, I'm going to be telling you guys the best characters, the best SSRs that you should go for in the summons. So let's get right into this video. So as you can see here, I have the 999 summons. Right now, I've done around 400 summons, and the character I am aiming for is Mars. I need Mars because he's a good PvP and PvE defender. So yeah, I've also been trying to get a skill card as well, and that's something I do recommend as well, trying to get the skill cards as same as the character that you want. That's what everybody should be aiming for, and some SR dupes as well for the characters you want. Since the 999 summons, there's a high chance that you would get a summon like that, and you will be able to level up the good SR characters that they have in this game. So the first character I do want to be talking about is Lotus. Now, Lotus is a character that everybody should reroll for, and is insane debuffer, probably the best debuffer in the game. I say choose him because he's insane for PvP and insane for PvE as well. He allows you to auto farm the red dungeon stage 15. I've said this in the other videos as well. He's one of the top priority characters that everybody should go for. If you don't have him in your team, I 100% recommend that you do go for him. His skills are pretty good. His skills are actually insane, and the skill pages is all right. You don't really need it because there are other skill pages that I do recommend that you should put on him. But overall, he's an insane character that everybody should go for. Like, just as a debuffer, he's just insane. Like, he's just so good, And a build you would want to have on him is like a tank build, because you want him to not take a lot of damage, and the magic damage doesn't need to be insane because you only want him to be applying the debuffs, which matters the most. And that's pretty much it. Like, if you don't have Lotus, go for Lotus. That's all I can say. There's not really an alternative for him as well, so yeah, go for Lotus. Now, the second character I do recommend people should go for is obviously Mars. Now, Mars is literally the character that I'm going for right now, because I don't really have a defender. The only defender I have is Soul, and she's got me through stage 15. But I really want Mars. As you can see here, I already have someone saved for him. I want Mars because he's good for PvP. I really need him for PvP, actually. He's insane for PvP. Now, you do want Mars because first, he has a lot of skills that are able to tank for your entire team. And one skill that I really, really love on Mars is his debuff immunity. Now, you do get his debuff immunity as his LR passive, right? And it's insane because in PvP, you normally have a Lotus first. He's doing the first attack and he applies a debuff. So when you have the debuff immunity with Mars, Lotus is practically useless for the first turn. Like, he just wastes his ult for the first turn. Applies no debuffs, which is insane. As most tanks, he also has taunt, which is really good as well. He can taunt and take insane amount of damage, which is good. He's also really good with Lotus as well. So if you have a Lotus, I do recommend you go for Mars. Both of them together are insane for PvP. Like, you would have Lotus and Mars and 2 attackers, and you're able to literally nuke teams. Like, you wouldn't even need a healer. Now, as a character, Mars isn't something you really need. You don't really need him because in Red Dungeon, you're able to go around with Sol and beat stage 15. You could literally use any tank with Red stage. So he's not really a need character, but he's insane for PvP. That's why I think he's top 5. He's just incredible for PvP as a tank. Him and Radies are just good. I do recommend that you go for Mars. The third character I do recommend that you guys should go for is William. I would only recommend you go for William if you don't have Mars or Lotus. Yeah, so William is a good supporter that applies a lot of buffs to your characters, especially your attackers. Like, his buffs are, I think they're literally insane. Like, I've got William currently. I got him in the Julius banner. Increase attack level 4, increase speed level 4, and increase mobility as his second skill. And his special skill literally it literally gives him fortify. You know, he literally reduces his damage taken, which is nuts. And he can keep on applying those debuffs. Say if you have the speed gear, say you have the speed set on him or ability set on him, he can keep on applying his skill 2 onto your attackers. And I don't think it stacks, but the buff remains on your attackers. So their damage overall is literally increased for the entire PvP round. I mean, PvE, he's not really good in PvE because there's not really anything you would need him for in PvE. You know, in PvE, you would just probably want like mobility and stuff like that. So yeah, do recommend you go for William if you don't have Lotus or Mars. Now the fourth character I do recommend that you should pull for is Radies. Now I do recommend that you should pull for Radies because he has one skill that I love. I don't have him, but I am going to get him. But he has one skill that I love, and that is his bubble. The only reason I love his bubble because it stacks with Noel's bubble. So if you have season 2 Noel and Radies in PvP, that's insane, right? So he has a bubble that stacks with Noel's bubble, and it has all the buffs that comes with it, same as Noel's buffs that come with it as well. And when both of them are stacked, it's like having another life for your character because of how much damage they can take. Like, unless you're literally getting nuked in seconds, you're not losing that much health. I'm totally being honest, you're not losing that much health. The barriers that they both stack together is insane. You know, he's a good tank. He isn't a taunt character, so he doesn't really taunt into the enemies. He's just someone that takes in a lot of damage and helps his, you know, peers in PvP as well. For PvE, I'm not really sure because I don't really use him. I don't really have him. So when it comes to PvE, I'm pretty sure he will be good in the blue dungeon. You know, you can use him with like Riot or Lit. And PvP, you know, you can make a bunch of different teams with him. I do recommend season 2 Noel, or everybody should have her. Season 2 Noel, Radies, insane combo. And yeah. Now the final character I do recommend that people should pull for is Sally. Now I only think people should pull for Sally if they don't have any of the 4 characters I've mentioned before. So if you don't have Mars, William, or Lotus, or Radies, then pull for them first before you pull for Sally. Now Sally is a supporter. She's mainly a supporter that increases damage. You know, she increases damage a lot, magic damage, crit rate, stuff like that. So she's like a damage supporter that buffs damage. Nothing like speed or mobility too well, but she's still really good. She's like a niche pick that people would pick if they just don't have, if they have all the good characters, all the insane characters already. I guess you could go for Sally. You know, she's not really necessary in PvP. You don't really see her in PvP a lot, but she's still a good supporter that you would want to have on your team if you have no one else to pick. So yeah, you can go for Sally. And that is all the characters I do recommend that you should pull for in the 999 summons. Now, I did say this from, I think best to worst, but they're all good, but like best to worst, if you understand what I'm saying. So first priority, I do think everybody should go for Lotus, then Mars, then William, then Radies. That's what I think people should really go for. And yeah, if this video helps you a lot, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I will be posting some more Black Clover mobile content very soon. And yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.